Hey everyone, hopefully you can hear me okay. This is a quick video to show you how to go from OpenBrush, which is this app here that you guys have been playing with hopefully, to take your stuff from OpenBrush that you make in here and bring it directly into Unity, and then be able to use it in whatever project you want to use it in, right? So you could build interactive stuff in here, you could build terrain or different environmental things, tons and tons of possibilities. So I want to show you how to do that really quickly. The first thing, when you're in here, right, you've been playing around in here, you have to change from beginner mode to, I think what's called advanced mode or something like that. So the way that you do that is by looking at your hand over here, it's your left hand, and you see this little sketchbook thing. You have to click on I don't know, what is that? Some sort of medal that you get for being in advanced mode. Anyways, you click on that and it's going to toggle over and do a little animation. And you get some more features. This is probably something you want to explore just in general, even if you're not going to bounce stuff out of here. But you get some more features in here. And specifically also, you notice this stuff changed. And one of the things you're able to do now is go to more options and then to settings. Oop, not to settings. Go to more options, and then to labs. Sorry about that. I'm trying to grab my thing here. And then to labs, and you can see there's going to be this option that says export. It's grayed out right now because I haven't drawn anything, so I can't export anything. But if we go ahead and draw something, let's try something here. Yeah, try some blue fire. Maybe a little bit bigger. There we go. Whee! Some ribbony sort of fire there, and let's try some snow. Change the color of that to like a lighter color. Yay! Pretty snow. And then also I want to pull in specifically to show you one of the functionalities. This thing says waveform. We'll choose another color for that one too. If you do this, you get some kind of like music that plays while you're doing it. Make this a little bit bigger too. So when we come into Unity, you can see this a little bit more clearly. So anyways, now there's a bunch of stuff happening around me. Say you want to grab this, right? And this is like a little, I don't know, this is maybe where you want to be standing in your project in Unity. You go back to that more options, right? And you go to lab, and I think mine's already open right there. So now you can see you have the option now to export. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and it's just going to say loading sketch, and then hopefully you saw that. It said untitled exported, and it flew away. And that's it. Now, this has been exported as a file that we are going to be able to convert via a little plugin in Unity. So I'm going to jump out of VR and start screen capping on my computer, and I'll show you how to get this file off of your Quest and then to bring it in. Cool. Hi, everyone. So back into Unity and over on the computer. Also, side note, I'm recording this on my laptop to see if this aspect ratio looks better for you all. The smaller screen. So hopefully this looks okay. If this looks fine, just let me know. I'd like to figure out a way to do it on my computer, but for now, this will be fine. So if it looks good, excellent. Okay, so what I want to do, show you how do we go from OpenBrush, right, to Unity. So as of now, if you're following along, we have the thing that we've made and saved and then exported from OpenBrush. All that's done is gone from the app and then saved it as a file onto the Quest. And now we have to go and grab that file and then get it into our project. So the way that we're going to get stuff off the Quest, right, is by using Sidequest. And this is Sidequest. Go back to the opening here. This is what it'll look like for you guys, something like this, right? We can use this as a way to sideload and to put apps on and check our status and all that stuff for the Quest. But we can also use it to access the different files. So to do that, if you look over on the side here, you should have a little file folder here that says Manage Files on Headset. And go ahead and click on that. And then here's all your different stuff. You'll have obviously different things listed based on what you have installed. But if you do have OpenBrush, you should have a file for OpenBrush on there as well. So if you click on that, We then see all this stuff, and you'll see videos, sketches, all those things. We want to go to exports. And then if you've only done one of these, you should only have one of these untitled folders. Side note, you can rename your your artwork when you export it. I always forget to do it. So that's why I have untitled and then all these numerations. I just have to find the one that I just did, which is this one. It's entitled 10 from 9/15/2022. And then what we want to do is save that. So if you click the little save disk icon here, it's going to ask you where do you want to put this. I'm gonna throw it just on my desktop. I'll make a little folder here, open brush, just to throw it in there. And then there you go. Save to PC. Boom. All tasks completed. All right, good. So we've got that on the desktop now. We can confirm that by clicking into your file system here. Go to the open brush thing here, and it's not there. Where'd it go? Did I not click the right spot? Hold on, let me try this again. GLB, save that, select location. Yeah, hold on. Oh, I see what I did. You guys probably saw this and I wasn't paying attention. I put it in the wrong spot just because I'm kind of tired. So I'm gonna save it again in here. And hopefully that puts it on the desktop one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you probably were watching along going, huh, that didn't look right. Anyways, now I've saved it to the right spot. And what we have is this thing called a GLB file. And in here, if you click on it, you're going to see some stuff that kind of looks familiar, maybe. It's things that you've been doing in OpenBrush, and then you have this thing called Untitled. But the thing like familiar looking is that they sort of look like textures, maybe, if you've been following along and doing the material work for the class. So that's great. The issue is you can't just go straight away and drag this into Unity. We need one other intermediary bit of kit that's going to allow Unity to understand how to use the shaders that OpenBrush is using. Otherwise, you're going to get a ton of errors. So the good thing is the kind folks at OpenBrush have made that for us. So if you go to Google and we type in really simply, right, what would you type? You would type OpenBrush to Unity. There you go. And it says OpenBrush Unity SDK. Okay, so this is the OpenBrush Unity Software Developer Kit. And it's really great. They're a wonderful community. They have a great Discord. If you have questions about OpenBrush, absolutely join their Discord. They've been awesome just talking to them. But they walk through all the kind of steps here, and I'll walk through them with you too. Okay, so about OpenBrush Unity SDK allows you to import your OpenBrush sketches into Unity. This SDK includes all the OpenBrush materials, which is including the shaders, right, to make it look like it's supposed to look. An importer script that automatically assigns OpenBrush materials to the imported GLB file. So it's just going to like associate those textures, right, with the correct materials in your models for you, so you don't have to assign stuff. And then this is the final one that's really cool, the OpenBrush audio reactivity functionality that makes it react to music. And a few of you I've talked to in class, like, hey, did you know OpenBrush can do this? It can be a visualizer too. So you can have the visual stuff respond to any audio that you bring into your project. Requirements, you have to be in 2017.4 or higher, which we are. And it says download the latest version of the toolkit from here. Okay, so we click on that. It's going to take you to a Git. This is important. This is copied from the releases. You can skip. All of this stuff you should be able to avoid because of the version of Unity we're on. So all you need to get, if you read through this, it's going to say like, hey, get this or this or this. All you need to get is this, just the Unity SDK v23.0.1. Okay. So you click on that, let that download. And then this is a Unity package. I don't think maybe in this class so far, if you're watching this for 460 in the fall 2022, we have actually done this yet, or I haven't done it specifically with you. But that was a third-party Unity SDK, which means, let me show it here, which means if you have Unity open, all you need to do is double-click on this file wherever you find it. So double-click, and it's going to say, oh, cool, do you want to open this with Unity? Yeah. And then it'll bring you back to Unity. It's going to start importing for you. You don't have to go through the package manager or anything. And that's because it was exported as a Unity package. The people at OpenBrush did that intermediary step for us. So cool, we're straight to importing. Here's all the stuff that we get. The kind of interesting things in here, CS core and reaction. These are the kind of like visualizer kind of things. As a side note too, this is really important. If you're using a Mac to practice these things, the CS core stuff might not work. So the reactivity stuff might not work on your Mac system. I asked them about that. They said they're working on it. This is like a proprietary Microsoft thing that has to do with how like the audio, I don't know, something in Windows and audio. They're trying to fix it. But they know. So if it doesn't work, if you get some weird error, just let me know. And there's a way to work around it so that you can use this process, but without necessarily the audio stuff on your Mac for now. But anyways, you can read through the stuff. It's a ton of scripts, these .cs things. You can, if you want to dig through those and you're curious about it, and then a whole bunch of materials. And these are the things that it's bringing in that you see in OpenBrush, right? And it's creating this sort of glue so we can see that in Unity. But anyways, you can hit import and just let it go because we need all of that. And we shouldn't get any errors. It should be totally fine, he says, doing this live, having just accidentally saved the thing in the wrong spot. So you never know. But it should be fine. And then it's so easy after this point. If things are working, we just go and grab the GLB file that we got from the headset and bring it in. Oh, good, Unity crash. That's awesome. Let me try this again. I'll cut here and come back. Sometimes this happens. It's just, who knows? So anywho, I'll come back to the video when I come back and I'll see if it was me or Unity. Hey, we're back. So I don't know why that crashed right there. Unity just freaked out. What happened was it actually imported just fine. It crashed, Unity just crashed after the import. It happens, I guess. You guys have used software before. Not totally sure why, but maybe or maybe not related to us actually bringing in this software. Anywho, here we are. We have it. So we've got this tilt brush kind of folder in here now, and we have a third-party folder. You don't really need to access any of those things. They're just going to do the magic for you in the background. So that magic is, let's grab, I think what did we make, a prefab folder in here? I'm going to make a new folder called models or like open brush models or something like that, just to organize these things. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to go grab that open brush GLB thing. Remember that I saved in the wrong spot. Here, I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to drag that straight into Unity. And there we go. And now you have these things here. These are your textures. And this is your actual like open brush model. So this you could rename. This is like open brush model 1. I keep calling it a model. It's not really a model. It's like a piece of art or whatever you want to call it. Open brush art 1. And then you drag it into your scene. And there we go. And there you can see the little snowflakes are in here. I'm going to make the ground a different color just so we can see a little bit more easily. Red's okay. Like that, maybe not red. There we go. Okay. Anywho, yeah, looks pretty good, right? You're not going to see it animating in the window here, but when I jump into play mode, you should be able to see it. Hopefully, Zoom might not get it like all the frames, but it won't ever like work properly when you're looking in your preview here or in here. You sort of see it down there. Let me hit play. I might be able to do this outside of play mode or outside of the headset, and you might be able to see it properly down here. Yeah, there you go. You can see it going. It's all doing all its stuff, which is all good. And you can see these like things. They're kind of freaking out. This is the waves, the waveform that we brought in. It has, the only thing you really need to grab out of the tilt brush is a prefab in here under prefabs, which is the tilt brush audio reactivity. And this has a visualizer in it, an audio visualizer. Hit play to visualize the output data here. Oh, cool. All you need to do is play music. Now, if you're watching this again for 460, we haven't actually talked about music yet. We'll be doing that really soon. But I'm just going to make a little music object and add an audio component to it on audio source there. And then I need to find some music. I was doing this on my other computer, and I had some like obviously banger music ready. Um, and by banger, I mean it was the music to the theme song to Bluey, the TV show. um, let me go and find something here. I'll cut and I'll be back with something awesome. Okay, so that I know I'm cutting, but that took a while. I was digging around on my computer, and it occurred to me after I was trying to pick the perfect thing to show you that if I'm going to throw this on YouTube, I can't use anything that's copywritten anyways. So then I started trying to find some actual music that would show up, well, that isn't copywritten, that was something I wrote or whatever, like a sound sample. So anyways, I found this thing. This was something I recorded in my audio composition VR sandbox Solstice a long time ago. But it's got enough, data in it to show you this visualization and how it works. So, anywho, all it is, this is a WAV file that I just imported into Unity. I just like anything else dragged it in, and then I made this object before I cut that was just an empty game object with something called an audio source on it. Again, if this is new to you because you've done Unity before, that's totally fine. We're going to do this in class, and we'll talk about it really soon. If not, it's an audio source. And all I did was drag it onto there and assigned it as the audio clip, and that's it. So now when I hit play, what you're going to see is these things will stop kind of randomly oscillating, and they're going to get the, it's called the spectral data, like all of the audio data from that audio clip, and that will then cause them to move in certain patterns. So it's pretty neat, and potentially something that you want to incorporate. So I'm not going to throw the headset on. It'll be easier probably just to watch it maybe here. I'll move the camera so you can see it a little bit better. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see that okay. I'm not sure how well that'll translate over Zoom. But yeah, it kind of creates these sort of jerky kind of motions. And then all of that is customizable in here. These are in some ways magic numbers. You can go through and play with them. If you want to see what they do and mess around a little bit, if these numbers make sense to you because you have an audio background, then yeah, go dig deep, right? Anyways, that's it. That's OpenBrush to Unity, right? Any models that you bring in, you can create whole scenes in Unity. I'll send you some more tutorials about OpenBrush, but like there are ways to make like your entire terrain, your entire world, you can paint in OpenBrush and then bring it in. And it's like your entire surrounding, like you can create these like almost like parallax effects of distance, and it's super powerful. So hopefully that's helpful for you, even if you're not, and maybe especially if you're not like a 3D artist, because it's a very intuitive and low friction way to get into creating some art for VR. Let me know if you have questions, if you run into bugs, if it crashes again for you when you do that, let me know, because that's maybe something we want to report to them. Yeah, and enjoy.